We have to move from point A to point B. Come on, let's go.
Deep space, down below the final frontier. You can't measure it. You can't time it. Everything beats faster than the fastest beat on the surface of the ocean. The reproduction of which 50 times higher than one on the surface. When someone's hungry, one eats as much as 50 humans during the entire day. 1 second on the surface equals 60 down under. One ages faster, one dies faster. This is the greatest landscape on Earth. When it's cold, it's 10 times colder. When it's hot, it's 10 times hotter. When it's dangerous, danger is omnipresent. There are billions of stories swarming inside the bottom of the earth. These are the untold lives of millions of creatures empowering the ocean. It's a parallel universe guided by the continuous flow of water. One needs a map to guide one's way through it all. A map of the universe. Thoughts are everywhere. There is a superhighway of thinking. Thoughts come and go. Thoughts seeking to express the point of view. I need. I want. I feel. I eat. I fuck. I die. Some creatures form the exception. They lie unbaited for millions of years, moving from planet to planet in search of a meaning. These creatures are themselves the stars rotating in the galactic stratosphere in the deep end of the cosmic ocean.
Octopi and jellyfish can be great communicators with other species and therefore are fluent in many languages. They know about the human race and being older than humans. One could argue that the level of intelligence they have been gifted with may be higher. Anyone that can live for so long, survive underwater, in the open air, and fly in the air, and simply vanish, becoming invisible, ought to be a cause for concern for the human race. When some of these creatures do vanish into thin air, they move fast, but faster than a rocket into space. A few humans who have observed this phenomenon, that is, an octopus jumping out of water and flying high into the air and then vanishing and becoming invisible, have wondered if they can reach space, then this is the only viable solution for humans to travel into space. But we have not been conceived like an octopus, and that is the problem. If these creatures do reach outer space, undetected, where do they go? Surely they can't breathe in space. Not as an octopus, but transformed into an invisible object. That is a possibility for survival. But where could they go? They can no longer vanish into thin air, but perhaps the only place they could go to is dark matter. A far-fetched and stretched direction, but where else? Another planet? Many people have argued that some varieties of octopi and jellyfish are indeed extraterrestrial, mainly by their appearances. What if the if is no longer so far-fetched, and they do have a mind? Can they control their own mind, or someone or something else is controlling these creatures?
I am
the chief medical scientist. I advise the government of what happens. And what happens is going to happen, and has happened. During the COVID-19 pandemic, when we received the amount of infected people from the virus in the NHS, that's the National Health, public hospitals, they were tested using a simple testing kit. That also shows if the patient had other viruses like flu or pneumonia. Not very helpful, as most people with other symptoms were labeled with corona. No blood tests have been taken, but the only way to know for sure, we should have had other sources of information like universities and laboratories. We all are going to end up in the lab anyway. Of course, we should have made comparison charts with other infections, present or historical, but we had no time. The World Health Organization wanted the WHO, the summary is, to shut down the world, so we had to comply.